First Alert meteorologist Demenis Brown here with a look at your forecast. A pretty nice Tuesday night, Demenis.
Oh, yeah, not too bad out there. We have mostly clear skies, Corey. And as we look at the temperature forecast, really not a bad evening for most of us here in greater Boston. South Boston, 70 degrees, 70 also in Chestnut Hill, close to it in Milton, Back Bay at 70 right now. And you'll see toward Metro West here, Bellingham there at 67, toward Holliston at 66 degrees. You'll see the temperature forecast. We'll see those numbers going from the upper 60s into the 50s, especially in Boston overnight into tomorrow morning. But there could be some more areas in the 40s like this morning, 6 o'clock. Look at these temperatures. Even Keene there was at 39 degrees at 6 a.m. How about this Orange there at 42 degrees, Pepperell there at 42, Norwood at 43, and Taunton at 45 degrees. So let's do it again. I don't think we'll see a lot of 30s, but there could be some 40s at least farther inland, like 45 in Keene and 49 in Manchester, some low to mid 50s closer to the water. Then as we go through tomorrow afternoon, we'll see the temperatures in the upper 70s, and there could be a touch of 80 farther inland. Plenty of sunshine, clear skies for Thursday morning, temperatures 40s, 50s here and there. And then by the afternoon, we'll see those numbers into the low to mid 70s. So really not a bad stretch of weather for us. In fact, when you look at these dew point temperatures, that's telling us that over the next couple of days at least, we'll have some comfortable weather out there. But as we push into Friday, and especially Saturday and Sunday, the humidity levels start rising again, and that will also support some showers and maybe an isolated thunderstorm. For now, high pressure is doing its job. It's over to our west right now, and that means we're dry for this evening and for the next couple days. High pressure will then eventually retreat to the east. That will allow these rain chances to go up. Now, I do have a little wet weather in the forecast for Saturday. I think it's mainly isolated showers. Best rain chances late night Saturday into Sunday, up to a 50% chance on Sunday. So here goes high pressure again. All right, we like high pressure most of the time. It keeps most of the active weather away. So it's going to roll over our area as we go through tomorrow afternoon. That means plenty of sunshine, a few patchy clouds as well. Then we go into Thursday. It's still over us. No weather hazards out there. All right, so we're going to have a pretty nice day going into Thursday. It keeps moving farther to the east into Friday, and that's going to bring in a little bit more moisture in the form of clouds. I think most of our area will be dry. I think Futurecast is picking up on the cloud cover at least. But as we go into Saturday, I think we will have some showers around, especially later in the day. Can't rule out an afternoon shower, but later in the day into Sunday, we'll likely have a best chance of seeing some of these showers that will roll in with the weather system here, frontal system. And so let's just keep that in mind. Not a complete washout for the weekend, but if you have plans this weekend, just have a backup plan specifically on Sunday. And we'll get more data from our forecast models, but this model here is only saying that we could see maybe a quarter of an inch of rain in a few spots, and we'll continue to fine tune that. We'll talk about the tropics, though. It's been so quiet here at home. We have a little bit of time to talk about that. And hurricane season, we're near the peak of it, about September 10th. That's next week. So we're getting there. We just haven't had a lot of activity out there that's really been sticking around or having a lot of energy to really develop into tropical systems. And I show you three of them here. This one here had a 40% chance earlier today. Now it's down to 30%. That one's only a 10% chance. This one was at 40% in the next 7 days, and now it's down to 30%. So they're struggling right now in the tropics. Not saying that I'm glad about that or happy or sad either, but just know that we're going to keep an eye on that. Thank goodness there are no weather hazards in tropics for us here in New England. So there you go. The 10-day forecast shows that we have temperatures low 70s for the weekend. How about upper 50s for our low temperatures Sunday morning? And we're going to have more morning temperatures in the 50s for the next several days. But Corey, you'll notice that we have dry weather before the weekend, dry weather after the weekend. The weekend features rain.
Yeah, you just kind of buried the lead there.
Right.
The weekend features rain.
Right.
Demenis, we appreciate it. Thank you.